a soothing shield from real-world glare and sharp edges. Here, the seasonal gloom has felt oppressive and depressing. Emerson watches the undertakers finish the job and load their equipment into a van. After they drive off, she makes her way between neat rows of tombstones to inspect the raked dirt rectangle. When something is over, you move on, her father told her when she left home nearly 2 decades ago. She attended Cal State Fullerton with scholarships and maximum financial aid, got her master's at Berkeley, and landed a teaching job in the Bay Area. But she didn't necessarily move on. Every holiday, many weekends, and for 2 whole months every summer, she makes the 6-hour drive down to stay with her father. She cooks and cleans for him, and at night they sit together and watch Wheel of Fortune reruns. It used to be because she craved a connection to the only family she had in the world. Lately, though, it was as much because Jerry Mundy needed her. He pretended that he didn't, that he was taking care of himself in the house, too proud to admit he was failing. He was a shadow of his former self when he died at 76, leaving Emerson alone in the world. Throughout her motherless childhood, Emerson was obsessed with novels about orphans. Treasure Island shared coveted space on her bookshelf with Anne of Green Gables, The Secret Garden, The Witch of Blackbird Pond. She always wondered what would happen to her if her father died. Would she wind up in an orphanage? Would a kindly stranger take her in? Would she live on the streets? Now that it's happened, he's down there in the dirt, moving on. She'll never again hear his voice. She'll never see the face so like her own that she can't imagine she inherited any physical characteristic from her mother, Dee Dee, though she can't be certain. Years ago, she asked her father for a picture, preferably one that showed her mother holding her as a baby, or of her parents together. Maybe she wanted evidence that she and her father had been loved, that the woman who'd abandoned them had once been normal, a proud new mother, a happy bride. Or was it the opposite? Was she hoping to glimpse a hint that Dee Dee Mundy was never normal? Did she expect to confirm that people, normal people, don't just wake up one morning and choose to walk out on a husband and child? That there was always something off about her mother, a telltale gleam in the eye, or a faraway expression, some warning sign her father had overlooked. A sign Emerson herself would be able to recognize should she ever be tempted to marry. But there were no images of Dee Dee that she could slip into a frame, or deface with angry black ink, or simply commit to memory. Exhibit A, untrustworthy. Sure, there had been plenty of photos, her father admitted unapologetically. He'd gotten rid of everything. There were plenty of pictures of her and Dad, though. Exhibit B, trustworthy. Dad holding her hand on her first day of kindergarten. Dad leading her in an awkward waltz at a father-daughter middle school dance. Dad posing with her at high school graduation. 2 peas in a pod, he'd like to say. If I weren't me, I'd think you were. She has his thick, wavy hair, the same dimple on her right cheek, same angular nose and bristly slashes of brow. Even her wide-set, prominent, upturned eyes are the same as his, with one notable exception. Jerry Mundy's eyes were a piercing blue. Only one of Emerson's is that shade, the other, a chalky gray. Beyond the plate glass window, Midtown Manhattan is moist, dark, and dirty, wriggling with fat-bellied tourists looking up at skyscraper spires, and pissed-off New Yorkers looking down as they scuttle for subway steps. Rush hour, and the pub is busier than usual. The regulars, mostly Long Island or Jersey-bound Penn Station commuters, are jammed alongside Billy Joel fans, heading over to a sold-out show at Madison Square Garden, a few blocks away. NYPD Missing Persons Detective Sullivan Leary and her longtime partner, Detective Stockton Barnes, arrived well ahead of the crowd and grabbed a pair of stools beneath the specials chalkboard. 2-for-1 drafts till 7, along with free mini buffet, Swedish meatballs, lentil samosas, and crab rangoon in tinfoil chafing dishes. After days like this, happy hour is anything but for Sully and Barnes. Yes, they solve the vast majority of their missing persons cases. Some reports are false alarms, filed due to misunderstandings or missed connections.